the teacher. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do what all of you have wanted to do at one time or another. I'm going to cut off the rope. We're going to pretend, oh wait, so now you're a midshipman, so which means you get to wear the hat. Now, this is my hat. This hat is called, it's a very fashionable hat called a chapeau bras. It is French for big money hat. Here we are, you get the hat. That's a good look for you. Now, so now we're going to pretend this. We are going to pretend like she's been shot in the arm. And it'll be this arm right here. Are you right-handed? I'm terribly sorry. This ball came and shattered this bone right there. No, you don't have to hold the ball this time. So what's going to happen is, some of your division, which in this case would be your students, some of your division would see, oh no, she's been wounded. So they would drag you down below deck to me. And the first thing, well, you hope they will anyway. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the... Oh, that's going to be cold. Sorry. Welcome to the doctor's office. There we go. Now, the first thing we've got to do is we're going to put this mechanical tourniquet on to stop the bleeding. Like so. And you'll notice it starts to get quite tight, yes. I'm not going to do any tighter than that because then we really have to amputate and you don't want that. Now, next, we would give her a dose of laudanum, which is opium and alcohol. Just like so. Alright? Now, next, we would give her something to bite on, like this fella. Hold on. Well, let's got something on there. Yeah? Probably not. In retrospect, probably not. Next up is this fellow. This is the capital amputation knife. Now, the capital amputation knife is not to cut the bone. It is to cut the skin and the muscle so I can get to the bone. Yeah, so, because I've not got much to give her in the way of pain control, I would have some of the men from her division hold her in position so that she could not escape or wiggle too much. Because, again, that does happen from time to time. So, this would be very sharp because I've got to work very fast. So, because I want to spare her any pain and suffering. So here we go. 2 cuts right through the skin and the muscle right to the bone. And children in her class, raise your hand. Where are you, children? I'm terribly sorry, I'm not really cutting her arm off. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, just like that. Then, we would separate everything so I can see the bone. We would come above the break. And then I'm going to introduce this fellow. Now, this is the capital amputation saw. And the capital amputation saw is used for the big bones of the arms and the legs. Yes, they are. Yes. So now, here we go. We're going to cut through the bones. We're going to above the break. And we cut. We're almost through. And there we go. Now, this off and into the water because there's not much you can do with it. Then, we've got to pull down, you're all big kids, we've got to pull the veins down out of the stomach. Because, what do the veins have in it? Blood, that's right. And if I don't tie those off, what's going to happen when I release her? She's going to bleed. Who said bleed out? Well done. Absolutely what's going to happen. She's going to bleed and she's going to get all over my nice white breeches. And then my man is going to have to wash them and he'll not be happy about that. So we pull those down, we tie them off, then we pull everything down and we stitch it up. Who's ever had stitches before? Same thing, just on the arm. Now that we're done, I'm going to send her back to her bunk, which is her bed. Alright? And then what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, I'm going to loosen this to let the blood flow again, but I'm going to leave it on loose. And I'm going to say, now, if you notice that that starts to bleed, you tighten that with your one good hand, and you have them sent for me straight away. Alright? So there you go. Give her a big round of applause.